Hi, it's Phoenix. It's day 5 of the Everyone is Beautiful challenge that I'm doing, where every day I practice seeing myself and everyone else as infinitely and uniquely pulchritudinous. Pulchritudinous meaning very, very beautiful. Today I went into a social situation where I wasn't as confident as the last 4 days because it was a totally new place. It was like a LGBT meeting, and there's actually a talk that was being given about HIV, and I learned a lot that I didn't know, so it was really valuable. But I went in not being as prepared. I forgot that I was doing this challenge when I was driving there until like the last couple of minutes before. So I didn't have as much time to like mentally put myself in this state, but I still did. I still was saying to myself, everyone's beautiful just the way they are. And so forgive me, I have my notes here to try and remember everything I want to say. There was someone who I found the most energetically beautiful there, but now when I do that, I have to remind myself also that everyone else is equally beautiful, and the more I get to know them and see them, the more I can see that. Some people, I just see their beauty right away, but other people, they might grow on me. And actually, a couple people there did grow on me. Like, there was one person who, when I first saw them, like, it seemed hard, like, for us to talk to each other. There just, like, wasn't any kind of connection there. But they were doing sign language interpreting for, actually, the person who I thought was, like, so energetically beautiful. They were doing sign language for her. And I just loved, just, even though I was watching the presenter, I was also watching their hands, and it made everything more memorable, just seeing all the words in their hands, and a lot of them I can recognize just because they make sense, you know? And so, yeah, I saw a lot of beauty just in the language this person was speaking. And I also saw beauty in the presenter who was presenting on HIV, because when I first saw them, they were kind of like, just seemed kind of closed off, like it would have been hard to start a conversation. But yeah, I just loved seeing what they were like when they were talking. They were so warm and compelling too when they were speaking. And I realized, because at first I had been a little bit off put, that this person maybe seemed standoffish, but then I realized it was just a reflection of what I'm like, because I'm like that too. I also come out and am sociable or have things to say at some points, and other points I'm just like have a hard time connecting, or I'd rather just be to my own thoughts. So the more I realized like how anything that was off-putting in someone else is something I also recognize in myself, when I could see that, then it instantly made me feel more warm towards them. But, you know, another thing I explored too, since this day wasn't as like easy as the other days when I kind of was just walking around wherever, or where I knew the people before, you know, I kind of went in cold. I didn't know the place or the people, and it wasn't my scene as much maybe. But I also noticed the beauty in my own resistance, in my own negative reactions. If I see one person and my first reaction, you know, is an aversion, the more that I can just accept my own reaction, see the beauty in the fact that I have aversion sometimes when I see a person, the beauty is there's a contrast then with the times that I am really attracted, and my first response to someone is like wanting to connect with them instantly, you know? The contrast makes it special when I have those amazing connections. And also, I can always just remember, hey, just because I have a reaction of aversion to someone doesn't mean they aren't beautiful. It's just like fruits. Maybe I like mangoes more than pears. They're still equally beautiful, and other people are gonna love pears to the moon and back. So I have nothing to worry about. Everyone will take care of loving everyone and everything. So the more I have that relaxed attitude, there's not so much pressure for me to always have an instant warm reaction to everyone. The more I can accept that, then it actually kind of smooths over my reactions more quickly, and I start to open up and warm up to people more quickly if I can just accept my own first reactions. Yeah. So I think that's about most of what I have to say about going to the LGBT meeting and the speech on HIV tonight. It was really nice. And since, the social interaction didn't leave me with as amazing of feelings as I had felt the past 3 days, when I was in the car driving to the store after leaving, I was saying some positive self-talk. I forget exactly what I was saying, but I just think of whatever positive affirmations that I believe are true pep me up in that moment. So I was probably saying about how everyone's beautiful again. I was probably saying how, one thing I was saying, I accept myself for my mistakes. I forgive myself for my mistakes. I forgive everyone for their mistakes. Everyone is forgiven for their mistakes. But just from saying these things to myself, I really had a big smile on my face again really quickly. So I've just realized how powerful affirmations are, which I never knew. Some people had told me that affirmations don't work and that they're pointless and don't get to the root of the real problem. But even though I think that deeper belief work, examining beliefs on like a more subconscious level, and some of the belief work I've done for my jobs actually is really valuable, but so are affirmations. I think maybe a balance of both is great. So I'm loving the affirmations so much. Well, if you're still actually listening to this, because I know it's gone on, it's been a bit slower. I said yesterday that I was gonna spend some time interacting with my own body and loving each body part like I had done before, but before I did it in the dark. So now I was gonna do it where I could see myself. And so I didn't want to make the video right after this time. I wanted to go home and I wanted to do that so I could report. I went in front of the mirror and I didn't get to my whole body, but my hair was really tangled, as it so often gets. And while I was brushing my hair, I was looking in the mirror, so that made it really easy. Since there was so many tangles, took a long time. That meant I had plenty of time to talk to myself in the mirror. Or actually, I wasn't really talking to myself, a little bit. Mostly in my head. But it gave me lots of time to just sit with my reflection, my image. I think I made some progress. Mostly on this part, everything like above my lips. Just one of the things I was saying to myself was, every part of me makes me beautiful. Meaning that it's not just that I am beautiful in spite of some parts that are less beautiful, or because of some parts that are beautiful and redeem me, but that I can see myself as every part of me makes me beautiful. And I was saying to myself, even if I don't see it, even if other people don't see it, it's still true. I'm beautiful no matter what I think. I find that really powerful, because sometimes when I'm having this self-talk, I can't believe it all. I can't believe that I'm beautiful some of the time, but I can believe that it is true and I just don't see it yet. And I can believe that my thoughts that say I'm not beautiful aren't true. So I'm able to tell myself that. And I focus on different parts of my face, like my nose, the circles around my eyes, my eyebrows, my cheeks, my teeth, and just saying, the color, the colors of my face, or the skin of my face are beautiful. The alignment of my teeth is beautiful. My eyebrows are beautiful, and so forth. I started to form some new associations for kind of ways of seeing those parts of my face as beautiful that I hadn't seen before. Like, I was thinking about circles and how I love circles. Circles in nature. If you ever see like a mushroom circle or a bullseye on a dartboard, there's lots of circles that I like. Circles are beautiful. So why wouldn't I like all the different circles around my eyes? And with my eyebrows, I thought, if there's 2 fields of grass, and then there's a little bit of grass in between those 2 fields, what's wrong with that? I just saw the hairs of my eyebrows as being like blades of grass. When have I ever been judgmental of blades of grass and thought that they weren't clustered together perfectly? So how could I feel that way about my eyebrows? I also cried when I was experiencing those feelings of ugliness and just said something kind to myself, like, I wish I could remember the exact words, but something like, everyone else, every part of them makes them beautiful. How could that not be true of me? And really what it is, I just feel so, I'm just talking to myself as if I'm another person, as if I'm 2 people, and I'm just sorry to myself that I've looked in the mirror so many times throughout my life, just comparing myself to someone else, or trying to look and see, do I look good enough? How do I compare? And it just makes me sad because I deserve to think I'm beautiful. I deserve to be happy. Everyone deserves that. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but I just know if I keep this up, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep feeling ugly. There's just no way, if every time that comes up, I'm having this loving self-talk and I'm turning it around, there's just no way that ugliness can survive. And I want to be an example for others to be able to fully believe they're beautiful too, because I know it's such a big challenge that so many people have, and glad to be doing this challenge. Hope it helps somehow with other people's beauty journeys. So, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.